log into your profile, account settings. When you go to account settings, goes to the website preview and stuff, and then you can see the buttons. Click on updates buttons. You can see view but save buttons, or you can start creating new buttons. And then you can, once you get into that, whatever buttons you want to use, then you can go ahead and continue with this. Alright, so once you get to this page, you can start by putting the name of your product there. I'm just gonna do something like an ebook. I'll say a story time. Price I'll say is $17.99, which is US dollars, and then I can give a product ID, but this is optional. And then the second part of this video is this section right here, which is the customize your button appearance. I think I will leave it as it is, which is the one that PayPal provides. But you can decide to add a drop-down menu so customers can maybe pick your product. So I'm going to give the product name again, which is story time right here. Story time. And then I can add price and description. So I'll do just one, so I'm gonna take that one off. I'll say children's book or kids book, and then I'll say I'm selling that for 17, which was the price I put up here, for $17.99. So I can say $17.99, and then you can see right here where the button is. It shows you what people are gonna see once you create this button. So you can see the story time kids book, which is $17.99, and then I can go to the next step. I don't need to add more stuff here. Sometimes if you start selling other products like a t-shirt and you have different sizes and different color, that's where these buttons kind of apply to. But I'm just selling one product, a book, which is an ebook, so I don't need to do any more things on there. And then this part right here, which is the optional tracking, you click, once you open that, it's already says save button at PayPal, so leave it like that so that these buttons will be saved in your PayPal. And then tracking inventory. Let's say you have different kinds of products and you want to keep track of each one of them, so you can click that one right there. This book, I can give it a title 001, which is the first book in my inventory. I'm creating an inventory, so if I have a lot of items, I want to create inventory for each one so I keep track of it. And then I'll say I have 20 in stock right now, and then I want this thing to tell me when the books are 5 left, when people order and there's 5 left. So I'll say alert me when there's 5 left, and the price is already put up there, so it's gonna appear there. And then I'll leave that because I'm tracking by item. I'm tracking by item. If there was a drop down, you can say drop down, and then it will give you the options to add more drop down stuff. But because I'm only doing by one item at a time, so each one of those get their own tracking number. So customers can buy item when it is sold out. No, people can order this book, and if they don't have the item, then people will order it and you don't have it. So click no on this one, so that when the product there's no more product in the store, people cannot buy the item. It's gonna say out of stock or something like that. And then you want to be able to return people to your website. So in this case, I'll put my website right here, where people, once they click on there, if there's nothing on remaining there, it's going to take them back to my website. Then this section right here, which is the optional settings, this is usually where you use specific sales tax rate. So if you're doing you paying state taxes or any of that to your state, you may want to click that, so you add that into your product pricing. And then customize your checkout page. Do not request customer shipping information. So if you don't want to request, let's say this book that I'm doing is an ebook, I don't need to ship that to people's address, so I can click on the do not request shipping address. So if somebody buys it, I think I'll just email them the PDF or something like that. So I can also put my website right there, which was the website that so I'll put my website there so that it will return people after the shopping cart, or if they want to go back to my website after they have, put that product on cart, or if they're canceling it, I should put the same website on there so that it will be able to do that. I guess it wants me to put HTTP, the full web address, so I'll do https://www. So it wants me to put the full website on there. So you can put the full website, your full website, on those two boxes, so that I will take you back. And this section right here is if let's say you're selling item and you're shipping items, this is where you can direct the PayPal to set up the pricing index for your items. Let's say you're shipping items per weight. Once you click advanced variables, you can put advanced variables right there. It tells you how to put advanced variables. So in this case, if I wanted to show like different kinds of advanced variables, then you can come here and see what kind of variables you're trying to put. Let's say we're trying to find weight. We want to be able to ship the item by weight. So if I click Control F and I start typing weight on here, if I start typing weight in here, you can see this variable is the weight variable. So using this variable if you're trying to set the item by weight. So you can do weight units. So you're gonna use both of these variables right there on the box. So because I'm doing the variable by kilograms and kilo, I'm going to take this weight unit, which is, I'm going to do it per pound. So I'll go back to right here, I'll put the weight unit. The weight unit right there. And the weight unit I'm looking for, you put an equal to, and then you decide, I'm shipping in pounds. I'm shipping in pounds. And then the other one you want to set up is the weight. So you're gonna do weight, which is equal to, and this particular item, let's say the book weighs 3 pounds. The book weighs 3 pounds. So I'll put equal to 3 right there. So these two things will help you when you build your shipping table. With the shipping table, you can be able to ship this book. It weighs 3 units. So in the shipping table, if you said anybody that buy from 0 to 5 pounds, the price is $5 for shipping. It will calculate this book. If the person buy one book, this book is 3 pounds, which means that it's going to calculate 3 pounds in that 5, and that's how much it's going to charge in the shipping. So there's a lot of stuff you can add here in the variables, depending on what else you want to add to be functional on this button. So when we're done, you're going to click save, but you're going to click the save button. So what you're gonna need in this case is to highlight this code right there. That's the code you're going to use to paste into you're going to use this to paste into the website. So I'll open a Word document right there and paste it here for a second, so that I will use that later to explain how to paste that and how to modify it to fit your needs. So let's do okay. Another thing you should know, you can do create a view button, a view button for the card. So you want to click create right here, so it will create this view button. What this view button does is it will help you to kind of like click and see what items are in the card. So if you want to change it from small button to big button, the language depending on where you live, and then you want to put use a custom button. So if you have your own button design, you can paste the link right there and it will change this button. So because we're not going to do the custom button for view card, we can just say save and create button. So we'll copy this view button right there. You have two options: copy, you can email the link to yourself, or just copy the code right there, or you can just click copy right there and it will copy the code, and then you can paste the code also in a safe place where you're going to look at it later. And then you can once you create a button, you can make another button, or you can go back to edit the buttons that you did before. And then here you can say view your save button. Right there at the top, you can see view your save button. It will take you to where all the buttons that you have created. You see right there, these are the demos that I've done for other people. And on top here, you can see the item here, which is story time, which is the one that I just clicked. So if you wanted to look inside the button and what you have, you can click open and it will show you everything that is in the button. Anything, if you made a mistake before, you want to edit it, you can edit button. You can view the code that you copied before. You can create similar button. Let's say you have another book that costs $17.99. Rather than creating a brand new button, you can click similar button and then change the name and then change whatever item number you want to change on there. But this is very useful for that. But if you want to get rid of this button completely, you click the delete button, or you click a totally new button. So you get all that option on there. And then I think the next video, I'm going to show you how to paste those onto your website. So once you have that, you can then go to your website and do the pasting, which will be on the next video.